What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. This is your Love and Hip Hop Season 9, Episode 5 review. Let me double check, because, child. Episode, yeah, Season 9, Episode 5. We start off with Joe and Cyn's house, at Joe and Cyn's house, and they are talking about, it's with her and her sisters are in the kitchen. And her sister is talking, her youngest sister is talking about how she just was given a promise ring. And they are making discussions about how you have the baby, you have this boyfriend. Why isn't he asking you to marry him? I already know how I feel about it. I'm like, first of all, you're 25 years old, 26 years old. Why do you want to marry this 40-year-old man? I mean, Joe does have some equity. He is useful. He can be a little bit manipulative. He's a Virgo. You could tell by the way he communicates. And he walks in the kitchen and they're speaking in Spanish, basically saying, you know, are you when are you gonna marry my sister? And just this pressure, this marriage pressure, which I find nauseating. I just find it nauseating. You have the baby. What do you want? Like, I don't. You 25. I mean, we already see how it's panned out, and you know, and it is what it is. You see your next scene is Joe and Safaree and Self. They're meeting in some park somewhere, some random. They're like, okay, you guys got to go meet in a park somewhere. Like, I have never seen Joe Button in a park. Okay. Safaree in a park. What are y'all doing in parks? I never seen y'all on Instagram and pictures in a park anywhere. So they started talking about that when him and Nicki Minaj got into it on Twitter. I'm sure everybody remembers that. And she was going back and forth talking about his hairline and saying that he was fake and he borrowed money from her and he used her credit cards to spend money on other bitches and this and this and that. Joe's trying to explain to them, my mouth has got me blackballed. You fighting with one of the most popular female rappers is not a good look for you. It's not a good look for her either. But as somebody who's trying to get into the industry or continue to keep a space there, Joe's advice to Safaree is that you need to stop fighting with this girl in this manner. He's really, like, to me, exemplifying a lot of Virgo type advice. Like, they're telling him, you've been blackballed. He's like, I know. And they're like, no, you haven't been blackballed. You know, people still love you and this and that. No, Joe was blackballed. No one fucked with Joe. Joe was retired because he was tired of trying to clean up his image or clean up his name, and he was tired of it. So he decided what he's doing now is him deciding, like, I'm not going to wait for these motherfuckers. I'm going to do this shit on my own. And that is what you see Joe Button doing right now, which I am. It's perfect. Like, any Virgo in a realm where we're talking, speaking, talking about shit, expanding on shit, talking with different people. That's what we in kind of teaching type of atmosphere mode like that. And then he's like also of service, like trying to make sure, like, he's helping his friends and giving advice. You know what, we can give the best advice. Not that we always take our own advice, but we really are good people to get advice from. Kimbella and Juju, Kimbella was at the gym. She's punching bag. I need a punching bag. I was like, yes, I need a punching bag. I know she got a lot of frustration that she needs to get out, and that is a perfect way. You might as well sweat while you getting out your frustrations. I don't see anything wrong with it. She said she's telling her that she went with Jewels to the, what do you call it, the courthouse, and how she was holding him down. And he's not owning. Remember, we said, like, she wants him to own his. The reason why you're in this predicament is because for so many years you've had an addiction and it is affecting your life, and he won't admit it. She wants him to admit it, and Juju tells her maybe that wasn't the right time to tell him. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think that was the right time to, like, be like, here's the thing, I don't find it particularly productive to kick people while they're down in the situation. When you want to feel like, like Jewels doesn't deserve any coddling. Not to me. Like I feel like that girl has been through so much that if she wanted to mention in that space, like your decisions are really ruining all of this. Everything you're doing, like all of the things that are going wrong, all of your infidelity, your disrespect, all of this now, the addiction, all of this on top of that, like that girl has dealt with or has chosen to deal with a lot of bullshit. And I feel like if she wanted to tell him at that time, nigga, this is your fault. I don't know what you want from me, but this is what you've done. These are your decisions have gotten you here. So Juju says maybe it wasn't the right time. Maybe you should have held back just to keep the peace. However, he's been not keeping any level of peace of mind for this lady in their almost their whole relationship. So why does he get to be granted peace of mind in this time? Like this lady really, like Yandy says later, this lady does not have anything. If he leaves, he is her soul. Like I thought that was kind of shady for Yandy to mention in the interview. Like he's her the sole provider, and she basically doesn't do anything like that. That's what I was asking. Like, does she got lip glosses or something like that? Because what you what are you going to do when this man goes to jail? There's going to be no income. She says, I really want you to meet with Yandy. And she says, I'm tired of meeting with Yandy. Y'all not going to get me to meet with Yandy until Yandy can be honest with herself. I don't want to have nothing to do with her. Now, we've all said that Yandy is a performer. She's not completely honest. I feel like Kimbella. I feel like she does things to make it seem like she's this wonderful person, and then she's not really that great. She likes to high sign, like you like to act like you are this wonderful person and that you're helping Kimbella and this and that. And I'm with Kimbella. Like I feel like you are not going to be. I'm not going to be your charity case. I'm not going to do it. That's how she felt when we get to the other part. Cyn and Nia Lee are getting their nails done. Mariah Lynn is there, and she's talking about how Joe has an opinion about everything and everybody. He's a Virgo. I don't know why y'all think what this is. He's always been like this. He is the most opinionated person, like Cyn said, and I was like, yes, that is his title, the most opinionated person in hip hop. I give it to Joe Budden because he's always been like that. It's nothing new. That's who he is. Mariah Lynn shows Cyn a video of Joe throwing Cyn's shit around her wigs and some shoes, kind of making it seem like she's not the tidiest person. And so she was like, okay, well, I'm going to talk to him about that. Nia Lee, she made some comments, starts talking about self and how she really feels like he goes around calling her sis, but there's no support that comes with sis. It's all about, like him and Rich really, the way that they deal with women who are trying to get on, they are really, I don't believe that they practice great ethics. I don't know if they're growing up, but I just seen in the past, like, can you imagine if Cardi B stayed with self? Can you imagine where she would not be had she stayed linked up to this man who would really wanted to probably just screw her and not really promote? Like, she's arguing with him, arguing with self. All of these women keep arguing with these men who are not really pushing them up. First of all, here's the first thing: you shouldn't want to be a rapper just so that you feel like it's an avenue for you to get out of the hood. You should actually be passionate about it because it's going to come across in your music. I keep hearing that Mariah Lynn's music in the episode, that Mariah Lynn's music is good, but I don't think Mariah Lynn wanted, when she was 12 or 13 years old, wanted to be a rapper. She sees this as a way, and that, like, I was watching that Women in Hip Hop episode of the Grapevine TV, where it's like one day these women wake up and like, fuck, I gotta take care of my family, let me be a rapper. Like, that nothing comes through. When you can tell when somebody who is passionate, who's been doing it forever, you can tell. What Self and Rich Dollars do is they find these desperate women who say, I have a nice body, I want to be a rapper. I used to be a stripper. I want to be a rapper. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, if that's the formula, that's not going to work unless you have an it factor, Cardi B. Unless you have otherwise, you're going to have your 15 minutes and it's going to be over. If you can't extend that 15 minutes, it's not going anywhere. I'm glad that that girl did not stay with Self, because she wouldn't be nowhere. He would have used her and she would have been just another love and hip hop ass fucking rapper, no music ever coming out, Instagram famous, and that's it. That's it. I understand where Naya was coming from. Like, you call me sis and sis and sis, but it's no support that come with the sis. Naya Lee says that she's been, she was talked about how she has the scars on her, which we know that some people jumped her, people that she did not know, and she doesn't know why. She's like, just for being me. There are people in life who just don't like you for who you are, and that is what it is. And there's nothing that you can do about it, whether they're hating, whether they're jealous, whether they just don't like you. That's just what it is. And she says, I just feel like as a woman in hip hop, I'm just so harshly judged. She is also talking about her past behavior, how it kind of ruined her. But she was like, I was just being myself. But Nia Lee was very angry. But her passion, I get where the anger comes from. I get where the resentment of the industry comes from, because it's like, you really have talent, but the way that these men are treating you, they treat you as just product and an object and don't take you seriously. And then when you get upset, now you're blackballed. So it's like this cycle that she's just going to have to learn how to either play the game or not. Jonathan, he starts talking about his father, how his father died, and how his father, if I'm not mistaken, he says, my father just recently died. But Jonathan is in his mid-30s, no? Or in his early 30s. And I'm thinking to myself what I said about Melissa Gorga on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. When children's parents die early, they create memories of their parents that never happened. They also suppress memories that happen that may not be so good. And so they create new memories, and then they have these inflated ideas, like these kind of sainthood. They give their parents kind of the sainthood thing, where he felt like his father knew him. His father died when he was 8, so he was like, I felt like my father knew me. I felt like my father gave me the tools that I needed to be the man that I am today. I was like, what? Like that? But what kind of dad? And too bad he died. I'm trying to figure out how his father died. I don't think they ever said, does anybody know? Because I don't know. For some reason, the way that his sister was talking about it was just like, I don't know why I got that his father was gay. I don't know where that came from. I don't know why I felt like that. Like Jonathan's father was gay. I don't know why. He says he has some great memories of his father, but the way that he's been coping with some things, he has been taking anxiety medication and taking alcohol with anxiety medication. We know that you're not supposed to do that. So he's been doing that, and it has been affecting his behavior with his friends to the point where he doesn't know what he's saying. It's affecting his friends, and he's saying that he needs to apologize to his friends for his behavior, which I think is wonderful. And he says that he needs to make sure that he sustains these friendships because he doesn't want to be without his friends. He feels like he hasn't been the best friend that he could be. And so I applaud him for that. I think it's wonderful. Joe and Cyn are out to dinner. They are talking about Cyn wanting to get back into music. And he was like, I really think that that's a wonderful idea, but I don't see the hard work and I don't see the passion. That is exactly what I'm talking about. There's no hard work. There's no passion. You just wake up in the morning and say, hey, guess what? I don't have any money. I think I have a wonderful body. Like the niggas would want to fuck me. The bitches would want to be me. Let me be a rapper. You don't have the passion for it. You don't have the respect for it. You don't know the history. And it's really like, it's like becoming kind of like a mockery. That's why if you guys haven't watched that episode of the Grapevine TV called Women in Hip Hop, they name off a lot of women who are in hip hop, rappers who are in hip-hop, who are really good from all different areas of the United States and all different areas of the world, actually. And they name a few. So if you don't know any female rappers and you want to feel like you want to know some female rappers in order to support them or whatever, go watch that episode. It's really good. They name off a lot of rappers, and they talk about how the idea about women in rap and how they're treated, and how women, like I said, jump up one morning and be like, I want to be a rapper, and it's just like, girl. You know what I'm saying? So go watch that episode if you haven't watched it, and I think you would learn a lot, and then get names of a lot of female rappers if you want to support them. Cyn was talking, and she was like, I need to talk to you about something. We're both in the public eye. And he was like, just get to it. I'm the same way. Don't give me this long, drawn out, trying to build me up for whatever it is you're about to tell me. I always tell people bullet points. I don't feel like you trying to inject emotion so that you can hook me into whatever it is you're trying to get me to agree to or whatever. Give me the goddamn bullet points. And that's how I am. Like, girl, what are you trying to say? She's saying, well, you were running around. She talks about the video. I saw the video of you on Instagram, and he was like, what was I, wig shaming? His ass is so stupid. He like got that in, and she was like, I'm just saying the way that it looks. I'm this young girl, you're this old guy. I'm glad she's aware, has enough awareness to understand the optics of their relationship. Like, she's 25 years old, he is over 40. I don't care what nobody says. Joe Budden is over 40. I don't care what nobody says. You understand me? She says it just looks ugly. I agree, totally agree with her. I think it looks ugly. She says, he's like, well, if you don't like it, you should clean up. And she's like, okay, so you want me to clean and I want you to have sex with me. So what are we gonna do? I said, come on, Cyn Santana, bitch. I said, yes. You want me to clean? Then you need to have sex with me. And it's so funny how he was looking like, wait a minute. Wait the fuck a minute. Yes, your old ass. You went and got you a spring chicken, just like motherfucking Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke is 41. His new wife and baby, he's 26 years old. Paula Patton is 43, okay? So you go out and get these young girls, and they be demanding some shit that your old ass is declining into remission, and you can't do whatever it is that you need to do to keep these bitches satisfied. If you want me to clean this house, you need to be having sex with me. I said, yes, bitch. You better flip that shit. I said, he was looking so confused. That shit was hilarious. He was telling her to get a nanny. She was like, it's hard for, I agree. Like, it's really hard. You're going to have to do a background check, a double background check, 3 background checks to find a nanny. And then he says, the way that he was talking to her, she was like, I feel like I'm a kid being punished. Like, you're talking to me like I'm a father, like you're my father. Well, that's what happens when you're in those relationships where the man is old enough to be your father. He's going to speak to you like he's your father when you are exhibiting behavior that he forgot that he exhibited when he was 25 years old. So now he's holding you to a different standard of his awareness where he is now as a 40-year-old man, and holding those same standards to you as a 25-year-old, forgetting that when he was 25, he was acting like a damn fool. That's the one thing. That's the things that you gotta keep that in mind. She has a comeback for every single thing. He said, you have to stop acting so offensive about everything I say. She said, well, then stop offending me. I said, come on, Cyn, bitch. What? I think she's a Libra. Is she a Libra? I want to say she was a Libra. She was letting him have it. And he was just looking, he was like this. So confused. Yes, Virgo, you're confused. She got you. She was coming back with you. Yandy gets on the phone with Mendeecees, and he tells her that Jules took the plea. She was like, I don't know what they're going to do. Jules is the sole provider, and Mendeecees is trying to talk her into making up with Kimbella because facts, she's going to need support during this time. If she doesn't have any money, or any other streams of income besides Juel's, and he's getting ready to go to jail. I don't know what you're going to live off of. I don't know what you have set up. But what are you going to do? Yandy says, I'm tired of being used. So I don't know what she feels like Kimbella used her about. But Yandy, if you try to make up with Kimbella, you need to be mindful of your interviews and what you're saying, because nobody is as let me tell you something. And this is where I was with Kimbella. Nobody is going to want you to help them or accept your help when you continue to make them feel like shit for accepting it. She's not going to do it. You are not, she said, I am not going to be your charity case. I know the type of person you are. You are not going to be able to use me and my family to make it seem like you're this goody two shoes, and when you're not. Some people would rather suffer than to ask a toxic motherfucker for help. And no matter how close they used to be, no matter how what the relationship was, if they feel like you're toxic, I would rather do without it than to ask your ass for help. I would rather go without than to ask you. And I was like, yes, Kimbella, I was here for that. I was here for that. Safaree and Jaquay were talking about the insurance fraud, and he was like, trust me. Why are you gonna trust? Why are you not trusting me? You're gonna trust my ex over me. She's just mad because I'm not with her. Do you see how men really will flip some shit? She's the one that came to the park to diss you. She's not mad because you don't want to be with her anymore. So why are you telling? That's what they do. They make it seem like when she's upset and you are posting pictures, you got her blocked, but you're posting pictures of her like you miss her. She comes to this little barbecue and then she cusses your ass out because she tells you you're a fraud and you ain't shit. And now you're telling him don't trust what she says that I've said to her because she's mad at me because I don't want to be with her anymore. Self is sitting down with them and sitting down, and Nia Lee and Cyn are there. I think Cyn Santana and Nia Lee are there. Self looks older. I don't know if he's tired. I don't know what he's going through in his personal life, but he looks a little different from his interviews and what they're showing. I don't know what's going on. It looks a little heavier maybe. But as soon as he sits down, Nia Lee brings up her issues with Self, which I think was wrong, and she just starts going off. Her passion is showing. Cyn is telling her like to just chill for a second. Like this is probably not the space where you want to actually have your breakdown. But she's telling self like you don't. If I'm supposed to be your sister and you're supposed to be my brother, why aren't you helping me out? You're not playing my shit on the radio. And he was like, wait a minute. Like, and he's explaining to her, and he's explaining some real shit to her, which leads me to believe that Self is kind of maturing in his approach when it comes to these women. Like I think maybe you see how you fucked it up with Cardi B because you could really have been set, but you didn't do that right. So maybe he's like a little bit more internalizing things to where he's like, maybe I should deal with these women in a different way because you really could have been set with that, but you fucked up. And it's just the way that you treat women, and you gotta the way that these men, I feel like they're just predators in the music industry, and they just, any woman that jumps up and says she wants to be a rapper, he figures, okay, let me figure out how I can keep using her and using her and using her, fucking her and fucking her and fucking her, telling her I'm going to give her all these things and never ever give her these things. And now she's mad and upset. And now her attitude is showing on television like she's just mad and up, this bitter woman, forgetting all of the other variables involved in that. He tells her, this attitude that you have is not going to get anybody to want to work with you. And that's just point blank period. He's absolutely right. But I feel where she's coming from. It's like you guys do people wrong and then you don't want them to go to fuck off. And then when they go to fuck off, then you want to blackball them. That's fucked up. But that is how the entertainment industry works. Not just music, television, sports, any kind of level where you're being entertained. Anytime a woman speaks up for herself, that's why this whole Me Too movement and everything and Time's Up and all this shit took so long, because these women want to fucking work and they know that these men control this industry, and if a woman says anything, they feel like the man is going to blackball them. You see Mira Sorvino, what's the other girl's name? Ashley Judd, all of them, because they wouldn't fuck Harvey Weinstein. He basically blackballed him and the industry allowed him to do it. So the same shit can happen in the rap game. Same shit can happen in the music industry. Look at Azalea Banks. Her mouth is on fire all the time. That girl has so much talent. She can write, she can rap, she can sing, she can, when I say, and write stories and everything. Like, she's a talented human being. When she expresses herself, people don't like it. And she and half of the shit she be saying be on fucking point, especially when it comes to this industry, when it comes to the men in this industry and how they treat women, how they treat dark-skinned women, all of that. She be on fucking point. She's very smart girl, but in the game that she's in, if a woman speaks up and loud about anything with passion, no matter how much logic is infused in within the passion, they don't care. You have to. That's just what it is, Naya. If you're gonna want to work in this industry, unless you go independent, do everything yourself, you're gonna have to play this game. You're gonna have to play the game. If you want to go that way, that route, then you have to play the game. They're at this day party, and it's Cyn, Yandy, Juju, Kimbella, and Jonathan. He invites everybody out. And he starts explaining to them, they're waiting for Kimbella. She takes a little while to get there, but he starts explaining to Yandy and Juju and Cyn, who all thought that they were going to be on their own with Jonathan. They didn't know that this was a group thing, that he is addicted to anxiety medication and pills, and that he's going to go off cold turkey. Did you see Jonathan's butt? Anybody else see his butt? Okay. I was like, come on, cakes. He was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I felt like it's affecting my relationships with everybody. Juju was like, well, what was it? And he was like, well, I felt, with the podcast thing. And she was like, I don't want to do no podcast anymore. And this is it's like, you have dismissed it. She, again, is just like, I don't want anything to do with it. And he's, I guess, has gone ahead and said, you know what, fuck it. I can't be mad at it anymore. Whatever. He's decided not to be mad about it anymore. Kimbella walks up. He re-explains his situation to Kimbella, and she was like, okay, well, I just don't kind of understand. Kimbella's like, okay, well, I'm glad, but you know what you did in that moment? You made it seem like I was talking about Juju when I wasn't. And Juju was like, okay, well, like, we're all good now, and this and that. And then she says, well, since we're here, and then Yandy immediately cuts Juju off. You see the relationship that Juju and Yandy have? It's very, Juju and Yandy, they have a very combative, confrontational relationship because they're a lot alike. She starts talking to Kimbella, and she was like, well, I don't need nobody to talk for me. And she was like, I was just like, Yandy, relax, fucking lax, girl. So she takes Kimbella off to the side, and she's telling Kimbella that we need to get past all the things that we have because you're going to need help and this and that. And Kimbella basically tells her, I don't want your help. You're fake. I don't give a fuck. I could be down in the gutter, bitch, and I don't want your fucking help. And that's what it is. Until you accept and say who you are as a person, and she's, because Yandy says, and this is important to know, Yandy says the reason why she may not have been there, she finally shares with us the reason why she may not have been there for Kimbella is when it's her and Jules fighting all the time, she's caught in the middle, and she's decided to draw boundaries and tell her no, she's not. So I may not have been there for her. Now, she needs to explain that to Kimbella so that Kimbella can understand that, but at the same time, the actions that you go on Instagram and do, like the little birthday announcements without actually calling her, that's the fake shit she's talking about. So if you really, if you're really her friend, you could sit down with her and say, hey, listen, I don't want to be in between you and Jules. I had to step back for a little bit for my fucking sanity because I still want to continue to be friends with you both, but you keep putting me in your shit and I can't do it. That's the reason why I haven't been there for you. If you feel like I haven't been there for you, and I apologize for that. But I was doing it for myself as well. I think that Kimbella has enough sense to kind of understand that. I'm not sure, but I'm with Kimbella as well. Until you own up to who the fuck you are, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't want none of your help. I don't give a damn. I don't want nothing. And that's how basically it ended. And she was like, I don't be all in your face doing all this and clapping. She was like, well, do it then. I don't give a fuck. I was like, okay, Kimbella. But she knows Yandy's not going to do it because she knows Yandy is playing a role for these cameras. And then she's like, don't be yelling at me. She's like, bitch, I could yell at you. Who? You're not talking to anybody like I'm your child. You are talking to another adult. See, that's the thing. And that is like, Yandy has this air of dismissiveness. Like, I'm a little bit better than you. I can act a little better. I'm the bigger person. And that's how she acts. So I think that is getting on Kimbella's nerves. That was our episode. It was an okay episode. It wasn't that long. I only had 1 page of notes, and tell me what you guys think. All right. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know that you stopped by. Hope to discuss more in the comments. Tell me anything that I missed. Anything else? All right. Peace. Take care of each other.